about AI, I don't think we can afford to ignore what's going on right now in our federal government. So the latest out, we know that Musk and the DOGE children went into every department and accessed their data sets. Initially, they were digging around and using AI to cut government funding, but it's become clear now that the goal has been to merge these different pots of data into one database. Trump has now tapped tech billionaire Peter Thiel's Palantir to head up that master database. We're not talking about just intergovernment memos here in the database. We're talking about American social security numbers, home addresses, credit card numbers, medical diagnoses, and more. All that information would just be in one place, and then they're going to unleash opaque algorithms that no one understands but them. So they'll be able to do whatever they want, and we're supposed to just trust that they're working within our best interest. And we probably won't conduct much oversight because we haven't been able to bring Elon Musk or anybody associated with DOGE into the Committee on Oversight and Government Accountability. So Mr. Schneier, looking at the immediate risks of this, is there a concern that having all of this information in one place can make it easier to hack or steal?
Well, that is the fear, that we keep this data separate for partially security reasons. I mean, there's a reason why that when data shared between agencies is done under certain rules and why there are security protections around the data. So it's the data being consolidated that is a risk. Also the data leaving the government databases where they were, that's a risk. They're being moved into private companies. They're being used by algorithms. Well, you said no one understands but them. It's actually worse than that. No one understands, including them. These algorithms are opaque, and we don't know the quality of the data. As data is combined, we're talking about COBOL, a lot of that is how the data is presented and making sure that it's the same across. In my initial statement, I talked about that story about 150-year-olds getting Social Security.
Yes.
That was a problem with understanding how the COBOL wasn't coded.
Certainly.
And if you don't know that, you're going to have bad inferences that no one's going to understand and no one's going to check.
Thank you. So beyond the concerns with the data all being in one place, less secure place, we also need to be concerned about with what Trump and these tech billionaires are going to do with that data. Just very quickly, in yes or no's, Mr. Schneier, could an AI system theoretically be used to decide if someone qualifies for Medicaid?
Certainly.
How about used to make decisions around veterans' benefits?
Yep.
Could AI be used to make hiring decisions?
It can make any yes or no question you want.
Thank you for entertaining that. Trump and his administration can take all this collected data and use it to profile people, to make decisions about them, to deny them benefits. And we know from his Twitter rants that he's incapable of being unbiased. Then they're trying to prevent any state-passed guardrails on AI through the provision in the reconciliation bill that you guys unseriously call the big, beautiful bill. That provision would ban any state regulation of AI for 10 years. Our government can't just play loose and fast when it comes to people's personal data and lives. We've already seen the consequences of improperly deployed AI. Michigan had to refund $21 million to residents who were wrongfully accused of unemployment fraud from their AI system. A tenant screening system called Safe Rent was accused of violating their Fair Housing Act, the Fair Housing Act, because their AI algorithm disproportionately scored Black and Hispanic renters lower than white applicants. Most of this technology is still so new and needs time to be vetted and improved. Look at what happens when AI is used just in government reports. The Make America Healthy Again report cited to multiple studies that didn't exist. Can you imagine if ChatGPT was deciding if you qualify for housing or not? That's not to say that all AI is bad, but it is dangerous to work quickly. When you move fast and break things in the government, people get hurt. Carnegie Mellon University, which is in my district, has a Center for AI Standards and Innovation and has been working with the National Institute of Standards and Technology to make a methodical approach to assessing the benefits and risks of AI models, thinking about the ethics of AI. Work like theirs is vital to ensuring that AI programs are used safely, accurately, and without bias to the best of our ability, recognizing that a society without biases is far off. But that is the approach the Trump administration should be taking, not packaging up all of our personal data and handing it over to unvetted tech billionaires. I thank you all for your time, and I yield back.